Hello again, everybody. Welcome to Bell Lawn Bowling Club here in Sun City, Arizona, the 2025 U.S. Open. Today we're featuring women's singles, and we had a really great match this morning in the third flight quarters. Now we're going to be bringing you second flight semifinal between Laguna Beach's Julia Gallo and Long Beach, California's Trisha Quan. This will be a regular matchup in the Southwest Division for both these ladies.
This won't be their first game against each other.
And if you're wondering, who the heck are we? We're joined by Kelly Warren, Bowls USA and Southwest Division Treasurer.
Thank you, Scott. Glad to be here. Appreciate being by your side.
Likewise, buddy, and I'm Scott Roberts, Bowls USA Hall of Fame member. Ladies are just finishing up their trials, and we'll give you more details about how the day is going, what we're going to do. But wanted to introduce yourselves, say hi. And we can't start without saying thank you to our major sponsor for the live streaming, the Bowls Development Fund. Bowls Development Fund sponsors and supports lawn bowling in the United States. If you are interested in making a contribution, I know they take one-time donations. You can set up for monthly donations, or you can put it in your wills. These are all things that they very much welcome. And they use those funds to support and give back to bowls in this country. So if you want to know more information about that, go to bowlsdevelopmentfund.org. So thank you very much for your sponsorship, BDF. So this match is, again, for both singles. It does have a time limit of 2 hours and 15 minutes. And they will be playing to 18 points. Looks like the trials are over. Our marker is similar to this morning. They've kept her on the same rink as Bowls USA and South Central legend Jackie Tucker. We'll be getting underway shortly. Looks like got rid of that glare from that we were having with this angle before, and the camera has survived. We put it in the cool, so we're going to be underway here. This is Trisha Quan. She have the white bowls.
This is the second flight match. We still have 4 players in the championship flight. They're playing at the far end of the green. I'll try and update you from time to time. Jordan Close rolling against Rachel Wolfenden on rink 5, and Mar Beef rolling on rink 6 against Claire Day. Our 4 finalists.
All right, the jack is set, and the first bowl is away. Looks like Trisha's kind of might be going to the school of end-to-end to start. She's got her mat pretty much right on the tee, and the jack is almost right on the tee. Did call one of her matches when she was playing with Mary Spees in the national championships, and she was definitely favoring this distance. This is Julia Gallo, wearing the Stars and Stripes. Pretty good opener by Trisha, and another equally good bowl by Julia Gallo there. That's well done. Just played a nicer jack or bowl shot, managed against the jack. Great shot there by both ladies. On it early. Trisha's going to stick with the backhand here, probably going to come all the way, trying to get underneath her ball to get to Julia's. Just missed her own, which probably would have given her a little helping hand. Finishes just behind Julia's. Really good. Julia's holding, just wants to be sure. Probably wants the same ball here. I don't see any reason for her to do anything different. Might be second. Oh, that falling out might keep it from being second. Not going to change Trisha's shot. She's just going to try and arrive to the 2 balls behind. That should be a good target. Just coming through a little narrower here. A little too much narrower there. Weight's good again. And Julia's wanting to get the information whether it's 1 or 2. It's still just the 1. This is really good again here. She's going to just hitting this pile is perfect. And might have unfortunately been when it went out. And it caused kind of the dislodging caused Trisha's ball to kind of fall in, so it's possible it's just 1 now. Pretty sure it is 1. But it's going to be hard to get to. Trisha needs either a perfect draw to get to that ball or the jack, or she could be coming through with weight, trying to pop it loose and get it to her wing ball out there. I think she opted for the draw, just missed. Julia's got an interesting play she could do if she wanted to. She could come with weight onto her shot ball, dislodge Trisha's, roll it all the way out, sit for 3 or 4. You wouldn't need a lot of weight for it. Just need to be like a yard on.
Never known Julia to be shy of taking an opportunity.
Looks like it's just going to be a draw here, and I don't blame her for doing it. Little edge on that ball, yep, and oh, I think that falling out cost her. Get the score here. Looks like it's just 1. Might measure the second one. Wouldn't surprise me. It is 2 for Julia. So she'll draw first blood. Go up 2-0 in the second flight semifinal. So both these ladies, Julia finished 6-2. So we should reset everything. So the previous 2 days, the ladies played 4 games each day across 5 rounds. So 8 games total. Julia ended up finishing 6-2 and via plus points able to get into the championship flight, although she lost her first round match to Jordan Coast this morning. Trisha Quan ended up finishing 7-1, but she happened to lose her match to Wolfendun this morning, and that was a close one of what it looked like. So now they're both here in the second flight, so the championship flight, people who lose their first fall into the second flight, and now that's a single elimination to determine who wins the second flight. So the loser of this match will be done for the tournament and finish 3rd in the second flight, and the winner will go on to the final in the second. Julia also keeping the mat there, pretty much the same length. And they both played it well, so I don't blame them. Pretty good opener there.
change Matt and Jacqueline routinely. So we'll see a lot of different angles. If she holds back.
Oh, this is well done by Trisha Quan there. Send up a jacker bull shot for Julia. Yeah, we've seen Julia put people on the yo-yo. She'll go short, long, mat up, mat back. Seeming like with no rhyme or reason, but that is the rhyme and reason. Chaos is the goal.
And she practices that.
Like, oh, just a little unlucky. Great effort, moved it just a little closer. Here's Trisha second. Really doesn't want to do much different. If anything, she could afford to have a little pace on it. Just to touch it would be okay, just to get around it. Try not to make the target bigger. We'll probably see Julia instantly switch over to the other hand. She's going to try and, again, play a similar kind of shot, jack or bull shot here. Nice and positive. I don't see her be shy here.
No.
Yeah, got a little connection. Dislodged the bull, probably cut it to one, I would think.
One phone behind. 18 inches in front.
Jackie calls the front bowl 18 inches.
A little short and narrow, but we'll send Julia to go take a look-see. All right, Julia's ready with her last. Probably just down the one. And wants to kind of slide it in underneath the front white bull to the back white bull. Anything in this little pocket will be really good. A little touch on the white. Oh, just a clean draw through. She didn't need any assistance. Beautiful bull by WG. Trisha giving her flowers for that. That was well done.
I don't know Trish's propensities. I've seen her bowl a few times. Does she like to mix it up and throw some weight in and not afraid to run through?
Well, I've seen she's a little more of a pure draw bowler. She's, I think, just working on like the singles aspect where you need to kind of play that yard through or the 2-yard shot. Well, Julia's got every shot in the bag. But Trisha is really good draw bowler, though. All right, here's her fourth, trying to master. And see, this is a nice little positive shot here that she's got. Yeah. So I think she's to the point where she's like she's working on it.
Yeah.
So you can see the attempt is there and the thought is there, and she just needs to kind of fine tune it over time. But that'll be one more for Julia with just a spectacular draw with her last bowl. And we've seen some great bowling here so far. But it's 3-0 Gallo over Quan in this second flight semifinal. Right. I think Julia threw the jack too far. So if you're unfamiliar with the rules, whoever scores first gets to place the mat and the jack. And then if you happen to either throw the jack out of bounds or into the ditch, then your opponent now gets to roll the mat and the jack. But you still go first. Whoever scores, go first. So Tricia has taken that opportunity to pull the mat up a couple yards from where it was, and she's keeping the jack back to the tee, and she was able to get it in. Again, that's one of the other things I've seen from Tricia. She's like just a natural lead, I think. So just like jack rolling, drawing, those are very much her strength, and she's very, very good at it. All right, so now for this new position, Julia's first. Not a bad opener there. And Tricia's first. Tricia's sporting her lucky In-N-Out burger socks.
You must have more than one pair because I see her wearing those all the time.
Yeah, a little short there. Probably going to send Julia over to the other hand. I mean, Julia just doesn't, she doesn't hesitate and think, debate. She just here, now, go. Kind of took a little weight off. She didn't really need to. Trisha's going to stick with the forehand. Again, she's not really worried about Julie's bowl being in the way. It shouldn't be in the path. She really just needs to add this big yard here. And she just hasn't got down to it. Interesting. Julia's eyeballing it now and seeing, can she get around? I think this is the first piece of the puzzle, is wanting to know. What needs to know the count, and now she's going to go for the draw. It's going to hit that kind of. Oh, she got away with it. I was wondering how square she was going to hit it, but she slid right on by after a slight connection. Probably in for a shot now. Julie just wants to slide under this one, and she's managed to do it. Sorry, we're trying to giving commentary while we're getting an extreme flyover at the same time, so.
She may be holding 3 at this point. Trisha's last ball.
Might have pushed that one in a little closer. Let's see what the score is.
While they're measuring, I've got a couple updates here. Over on ring 5, Rachel Wolfenden is leading Jordan Coast 3-2. And over
So it ends up, it is 3 for Julia, so she'll take a pretty healthy 6-0 lead. Playing to 18 points. So we'll right back to putting the mat back on the tee. Probably try and put the jack back as well.
Just getting warmed up with his tee to tee length. Although both of them very comfortable.
Kind of a couple feelers there for the ladies.
Trisha, and then get in the middle of that equilateral triangle on the green. Or you non-math maker, that means two sides are the same.
Julia's trying to go all the way around here. A lot of room to draw. Made it around. Trisha's very good weight again. That's definitely in for shot. Let's see what Trisha's going to try and do here. Just stick with the forehand. Probably just going to try and follow Julia down. See if she could come all the way around here. A piece on the jack would be good. Oh, just missed. Don't mind her coming through with being positive there. Nothing wrong with that. Better than being short as she was with her first two. Julie's last, holding at least one. Hoping to try and duplicate her last one. Be a little heavy, but it'll keep Trisha honest in the back. There's nothing wrong with this. Right now, Trisha really trying to got a chance for a draw here. It's not an easy draw, but she needs to start getting something going so she can get on the board. She's just really been Taking it too early. Yeah, good road, just a little heavy. Well, Julia score again. Just not sure if it's 1 or 2. And 2 it is for Gallo. Now up 8-0. And playing very well. Long Beach is cheering for both these ladies. I think Julie was a member of Long Beach for a little while at least before she changed to Laguna Beach. Square short of the tee. Julie's first. Again, really, really good weight. Just kind of a little off on the line. Opening for Trisha. Really needs to kind of get some. This is a good opportunity to get a bowl in here. And we see from the last game about just, and especially with singles, it's just once you can get the mat and try and change something up, then things can start changing your way. Not a bad opener.
All right, tuned out for a moment. I was watching the count. Jordan just scored 4 to take a 6-3 lead over Ridge.
Julia looks like she's made the adjustment on the grass. Let's see if she kept her weight. Yeah, very good there. Probably just a little short, just the accumulation of the extra grass she took. Only a foot short there, holding 2. She's going to go to the backhand here. I think she's going to try and use Julia's bowl, maybe just come off of it and get in, or just go clean past it into the jack. Real close here. Great bowl, Trisha. Just what you needed. Just what you needed. Probably set up a jack or bull shot for Julia here.
Don't expect Julie to be shorter.
I think Julie got a little distracted from somebody kind of walking over to the edge of their green and coming at her. You can see her. I think the rink next to was right in her line over there. Just, I think you can see as you're walking over, she was probably right in her face there. All right, so Julie's away. She's probably playing a jack or bull shot on this backhand. She's got her own. She can push up. She can get to the shot bowl or the jack. Just either a little heavy or a little too high for that weight. Not quite it. All right, Trisha's now holding 1. She's got 2 more to go. Put another one in would be a really good idea here if she could do it. The same kind of thing of just kind of getting underneath that front bowl there. Not a bad position though. Probably just not in the shot. It's probably just 1. Yeah. Jackie Tucker indicating that it's just 1. We'll probably again try and jack or bull type of shot here. Not far away. Not far away. Much better hitting the bull. Just kind of slid by. All right, so this is the last bowl. So unless Trisha turns this over, she's going to get on the board here. Hopefully she's going to try and get another second. Just try again to just slide underneath that bowl. Little jack move would be okay. There is just out for the draw. She could have been a little more aggressive and played the other hand. And then if she got the jack moving, she could have dragged it back into the triangle of her own bowls to get a 4. But she opted to just play the same hand. She just didn't get it in. So, but it'll be 1 for Trisha. She'll get on the board here.
Well, she's trying to get on the board. That was probably goal number 1. I was looking at that and in my own mind, trying to get on the board, stay with what I've just been doing, and pounce on my next turn. Julia's been setting the mat back on the tee. Trisha's up to come out of it.
They're both sticking with kind of going long-ish.
Yeah, we haven't seen a short jack yet.
That's about as short as it's gotten.
Seen that way up yet either, which I would wager we will before this match is. Trisha's got her weight.
Yeah, good opener by Trisha with the weight. See if Julia can get good weight here. Get the line too. This looks really good here. Really good here. Yeah, nice ball there. Nice ball by WG there. Trisha looking for a jack or bowl shot of her own here. Yeah, just kind of let's look more of like on the draw, just like trying to get a little bit of just arriving on it, maybe turning it over and getting in. Julia can afford to be a little positive here, just kind of get a little bit behind, even if she hits her own bowl, it's okay. You don't want any jack movement here if you can help it though. Interesting spot.
We've got holes wide enough, so foot wide spot for Trisha to.
I think Trisha's going to switch over to forehand here. I think that ball might be in her way, so yeah, she's going to try jack or ball in this hand here. Doesn't want to push Julia in. Unfortunate there. Miner knocked it in for 2. Julia's, I think I've won it. Yeah, another nice ball by Julia. Looking like 3 right now. Putting a lot of pressure on Trisha Quan. Trisha's got her last. Alright, really needs to get a piece of the head. Oh, this looks pretty high. I don't think this is coming back. Alright, well, I'm pretty sure Julie's holding 3, and she's got 1 more to come. And she's got the free throw opportunity here. She's just got a same kind of bowl. She could just kind of dive in. Here the jack movement really doesn't hurt her because Trisha doesn't have anything there, so she could float around. I think being a little narrow, she could run into any of her 3 bowls, just like duplicate her last one. If she hits into those 3 bowls, then It'll probably sit and she'll have 4.
Just needs weight.
Let's see what she does. Be a little zesty, but that's okay if she can hit one of these. Yeah, you can see the weight. See, it's just she was okay with being a little over because she could run into any of these, and she happened to get 2 grazing bulls. So it's probably a handful.
Minus.
Get the official word here. Yep, it is 4. 4 big score in for Julia Gallo, commanding 12-1 lead. Playing to 18 points in this 2025 U.S. Open Women's Singles second flight semifinal. Looks like Julia's making a little change here. Again, they're sticking to those last 2 meters, but Julia's pulled the mat up a fair amount here. Really good. Look at this. Really good. You know, a different distance, what you saw in the last match, where there was a different distance, and it took ladies like a bowl or 2 to kind of find it. Sometimes 3 or 4.
Right.
Julia just
Find it
first
right
one, instantaneously. And again, it just, I mean, if you're Tricia, it can't feel good when you got your opponent doing that with the first bowl. But you just got to really just kind of focus like she's done, and just try and put one in there and see if you can beat it. She's gotten really close. That's a really good response by Tricia.
Take that response.
Yeah, well done by Quan there. Yet another flyover. Doesn't want to try and really, if hitting the jack, I think would be ideal. This is not a bad home. Pretty good weight. I think she's just a little touch on the jack. I mean, it all favors her that way. She could go the other way. You kind of hit her own and kind of pump that out. If she went the other way, you could see the action. If she hit her white ball, it would push it in. Even hitting the red ball, because it's on the running surface on that hand, would push it through. But she's going to like to play the same hand that she just played. Ooh, little shave of the jack, so touch her in the ditch. Not sure she got a lot of movement. I think Julia might be asking whether she's holding or not. Okay, let's see. Jackie's gonna go have a look-see.
That little kiss turned it into a measure.
Yeah. So I think based on that signal, she was saying that Tricia's home. They do have little markers. They're on the posts. I think Jackie's looking for them. I think somebody borrowed one, so. We have these little markers. Here, I'll show on this side. Here we go. So you see Jackie putting one down to show where the bowl is in the ditch. We have these markers like to say which one's the bowl and which one's the jack. So now Julia got the intel she wanted. She can afford to be positive here. Just kind of playing it through, see if she can get the jack and kind of drag it back around. And Herbal went in the ditch. So Tricia, that we think is holding one, I think she might be switching over, which I think is a good play. So I was trying to describe the last time. So I think she could flop her own or push Julia's out, even just on the draw. She's not far away here. See if it works right and push. Yep, there it is. So that made it for sure one. Kind of pushed it away from Julia's. She got a little unlucky that she kind of got stopped by Julia's. Could have easily been two there. And it gives Julia a little room to draw. And Tricia does have that one in the ditch. This thinking moment brought to you by Jai Thai. Thank you, Jai Thai, for your sponsorship of the U.S. Open. If you're in the Sun City, Arizona area, looking for a place to go for dinner tonight or anytime this week, if you mention U.S. Open of Lawn Bowls, they'll take 15% off your order. So thank you for your sponsorship, Jai Thai.
We have a moment here. Our beef has stepped out to a 12-4 lead over Claire Day. And Rachel Wolfenden is and a couple ones on the board and he's back out to an 8-6 lead over Jordan Kosover on week 6.
Julie with the drive on the ball. I think she's going to get the jack. She does.
But I don't think she got it. The bull in the ditch that Trisha left, the jack seemed to go left of the two, or left from one end. Ooh. Trisha just moved her bull closer. Moved the marker closer.
Oh. It's an interesting play from Julia. I would have thought she would have just, you just go for the draw. Sometimes you got to play what you feel, but I thought that would have been kind of a draw opportunity there, just to get one close. She didn't have the back ball. Trisha had the one in the ditch to touch her already, and I think might be where the jack ended up being driven to. It was right next to Trisha's ball, I think.
Jack went in just to the left of the two. We can't see where it is.
Julia's got one in, or obviously her delivered bowl. Ideally, you'd have multiple mark to keep track of everything, but the important thing is the players know where everything is. So Trish will be trying to draw it to the plinth. She really wants to try and beat that bowl in the back left that you see there. Also, that one just over Jackie's hat from this angle, and that's the bowl she's trying to get around.
Play the forehand.
She gets it to stay up. This is a pretty good effort here. Look at this shot. What a bowl there.
Can't be. That's
Beautiful.
Good pie.
Beautiful there. Well done. That's a great bowl there. Pretty sure it's going to be two for Trisha. Still waiting for, two. Well done by Trisha Quan. Great bowl there, spectacular. Cuts into the lead, the bite of the elephant, making it 12-3. Thinking, geez, getting the board and everything right. I think she's going to stick with her. I'll give you a view here. As you can see, as she puts the mat, she kind of puts it right into the square. The 2 meter mark is right in between everything. It's pretty consistently. So she's the type that's just kind of putting this down, same. Trying to go all the way down to the back if she can. This might be the shortest jack we've seen yet. See if Trisha can get on a roll here. Singles can be a streaky game.
As we saw last game.
Right. Hi from Jerry Knott, watching PMD. Arun Julia on. And the Schwartz is with him. Happiest man in America. Bobby Schwartz. Both ladies have thrown their first ball. Let's see how Julia's comes in. Pretty good draw there. Consistently pretty good first ball by Julia. Just really putting a lot of pressure on Trisha right out of the gate. Trisha's not deterred by Julia's ball there. Just wants to slide under it or around it. Yeah, look at that. Beautiful ball there. Wonderful. Quan with beauty. Puts it right behind. Probably just going to try and add a yard. I think would be pretty good. You could push on her own or slide by. Just kind of follow what Trisha just did. Get to the bullet of Jack. She's not far away here. Look at this. Oh. These ladies are just dealing. Who's holding? Roro. Okay, Trisha's holding. Jackie's doing a good job marking it and staying out of the cameras. She came up to me after the last game and said, "I'm trying really hard to stay out of the cameras." I said, "You're succeeding."
She asked me, I told her, was she out there? Looked invisible.
Yeah, just a little short and narrow there, unfortunately. I wonder if Julie's going to go the other hand. Doesn't lay out well for her on his hands. And now she's got that ball. She's got to navigate in front. Looks like she is going to go that way. See her being nice and positive and pushing Trisha's through. This is really just going to come over. You can see the weight though. You can see that's not draw weight there. There's no way Julia draws and blows it by 3 or 4 yards. Trisha's going to try again and just slide it under again.
Cash in 2.
She really doesn't want to deli slice the Jack the other way. Nope, she just kind of come narrow. Well, this will be interesting. Knowing Julia like I do. I think Julia's got second and third and the best back.
And a comfortable enough lead that the end can be expendable.
Yeah, so she's kind of eyeballing what the angle it is and how much weight it is that she needs to try and get that ball out. Her goal is to get that ball out. If she can sit and stay, so much the better, then she'll stay for 3. She really doesn't want to do 2 things. She doesn't want to put Trisha's ball up from the front, and she doesn't want to hit the other side of the Jack. She doesn't want that Jack going to the left. That would be disastrous for her. And she's got 3 down because she doesn't have anything to the left of the Jack right now. And it wouldn't take much. It would just need to move like 2 feet, and then she's down 3, I think. So, but I could see where she'd want to target that white ball. And she was just kind of figuring out the angle to make sure what's the weight I need to get underneath that front white and get that white ball out. Preferably have her ball stay. I think she's waiting for the, you can see what she's looking at. The rink next door is kind of crossing over now. Right. Here we go. Big drive here. Nice and positive. Yep. That was the play. She just missed it.
Trisha's got a little mini momentum happening here.
Yeah, assuming she got the one. I mean, that was the word we got, is that she got the one.
I think Julia would have fired if she didn't think Trisha had the one.
Yep. So it's one for Trisha. She gets another bite of the elephant. 12-4. Playing 18 points. Jerry Nutt, appreciating the commentary. Glad our audio is working. We've been having issues, so hopefully you're actually hearing us, Jerry. That's great. And the question is, who are you with?
Hi,
Well,
Jerry. Kelly Warren here. Haven't seen you in ages.
It is Bulls USA treasurer and Southwest Division treasurer Kelly Warren sitting here next to me.
I was a baby bowler bowling in Santa Cruz. I first met Jerry.
Trisha again putting she's put the mat up a little bit this time. Going on the cross, you can see now Julie's the way there. You can see she doesn't quite have it on the same one. She moved up a little bit. The jack is still staying on the tee. Down into the ditch. Unfortunate. Just managed to trickle in. The sound you heard was the door opening for Julia, who's been absolutely deadly with her first balls. This is very unlike her. She's put that one in. That was traveling in.
Hello, friend.
That was traveling in. As Trisha's just kind of trickled in. Julia's just traveling in. Kept that one in play. Not super close, but it's holding one right now.
Up one.
Just needs to ease up on the gas here. Just eased up a little too much, but I think that should be good enough to hold now. Kind of an off end for these ladies, which just shows how great they've been bowling. I mean, Trisha's down 12-4, but I don't think that's any indication of how poorly she's been playing. It's just more how great Julia's been playing. Yeah, slid that right on in there to hold. Julia again, just constantly making the good adjustments, doing what she needs to do. Even if she has an errant bowl, she just refocuses, readjusts. Just great bowling like the champ she is.
Keeps the pressure on.
All right, looks like Trisha's going to switch over to forehand, I think, and just try and float around everything. She must be a little worried about that front bowl of Julia's. Doesn't want to get it any closer than it already is. And just see if she can get it around. Did that look like it took a little hop? Or I don't know if we had a little... If there's a bump on the green there, or if we just had a jitter. It looked like it took a little hop.
I know there's a bump about there on the other side I saw earlier.
It might have been, but there's just a small imperfection right there that Trisha hit and cost her a little distance. Julia just wanted to do the same thing. Even if she floats it behind, that's great. Oh, look at this. Just masterfully done. Holding 2 now, Julia Gallo. Or that is 2 because Trisha scored. That was the last bull. I forgot about the bulls in the ditch.
No more bullets left.
No more bullets. So 2 for Julia. Great draw bowling there. So she'll score again, get up to 14-4. See what else we got.
Over on rank 5, Marbit has just prevailed with a clear day. Marbit is worked her way into the championship match. We'll see her this afternoon. And we've got a barn burner over on rank 6. Rachel Wolfenden just drove into the ditch for a shot. 10-9, Jordan Coast still leading.
All right, Julia's continuing with the yo-yo. First, shout out to a regular feature out here in Arizona, Gordo, watching from his boat while he's fishing. There's a fine line between fishing and putting a line in the water. Jackie Hogan is chiming in as well, Southwest Division counselor.
Thank you, Julia, for not making me lose my wager that at some point we'll see him that way up.
But then she put the jack in the ditch. So just when I get the camera set up to do it, now we're gonna probably go back.
My dollar's still at risk.
Okay, we're going with that. Here we go. Pinch to zoom. All right. And a yay from Laguna Beach, my home club. Also Julia's biggest club on the continent.
And again, as you mentioned earlier, Trish really practiced at jack throwing. She rode that about a foot off the ditch line, which is, she wanted the tee, that's all she. And she did only move the mat halfway back, so I'm only paying 50 cents on the bet.
All right, here's Julie's first. Not too bad. Again, she's been very consistently getting that first bull within a yard, usually within 2 feet. Trish on 4 ends, still plenty of room to draw here. I think she's overcooked this one. A couple of yards through. I have a little trouble trying to show what that ended up. All right, Julia's second. Just trying to float it on behind. She has succeeded. Another great bowl. Great adjustment there. Another beautiful bowl. 2 now.
Winner of this match will play in the second flight final with the winner of the Heather Oski and Linda Inch right next door. Unfortunately, I don't have a score because we're trying to work on it.
Better draw here by Trisha. Just cut it to 1 here, I think, with that one. And we just saw the finger. that was hilarious. Well, we know it's 1. Well, this might be a little heavy. Julia's trying to get to that back ball. I don't know if that was her intention, but that's what she succeeded in doing. She hit the Trisha's back ball that was about a foot from the ditch, and she pushed it all the way into the ditch and was set. See if I can get a side view here so you can get an idea. There you go. So Trisha hit that ball, and you can see just over 2 is in the ditch. Julia hit Trisha's ball. So Trisha tried to drop a little pace on it. Close here. Goodness. Send Jackie out to go look. All right, Trisha drew with her last then. Jackie Tucker's a big old liar. I think Julie's going to try and play a positive here and see if she can get the bull or the jack with hers in the back there, but she's kind of floated a little high. So Trisha's got a good opportunity to get, I mean, not a great opportunity, but she could try and do the same kind of bowl. Doesn't want to hit the inside of the jack to move it closer to Julia, so better to ride on her own bowl, if anything. And she's just kind of floated along behind, so either Julia will concede or we'll get a measure here to see who's got the point. Julia's headed for the tape. This measure brought to you by the Bulls Development Fund. Thank you, Bulls Development Fund, for sponsoring us here in Live Streaming Tent, and also for what you do for bulls in this country. If you want to help bulls in this country and the Bulls Development Fund, you can find them at bullsdevelopmentfund.org. Thank you, BDF. All right, well, as it turns out, Jackie was a big liar. And don't think she meant it that way, but I was wrong. She's not a big liar. I'm the liar. No. It's one for Trisha. They did do the measure, and it's one for Trisha, so I got my colors mixed up while doing sponsorship reads. All right, so another bite of the elephant for Trisha. Still got a long way to go as Julia's sitting on 14, and in the end could be the last one. Let's see, she's gone back to putting that mat right on the tee corner there.
Likewise, over on ring 6, Jordan just scored 3, and she's sitting at 14. 14-9. Jordan costs over Rachel.
Right. Well, Trisha's won 3 of the last 4 ends and 4 of the last 5. She just spotted Julia 8 and then gave up a 4 and a 2 in the mix of it. But there's no matter how many ends it needs to go, with just the timing. So just keep putting bulls in the head. If you can do it one at a time, it could be death by 1,000 paper cuts here, or at least 18. Nice opener, not too bad for Trisha, a couple feet short. See if Julia can keep that good streak alive. She's had very few, I think only one poor first bowl. Everything else has been really solid. And she's done it again. A couple feet behind at most.
Jackie doesn't want to get called a liar, so she's just going to do
being
the
extra
old
careful.
6-7.
She's been right. She's batting 1,000. I'm the one that confused myself. My sincerest apologies to Madam Tucker. Got my colors confused. See if Trisha can add that yard. I think she's gone the wrong way here. All right, so Julie should be holding 1. Just green light to just do the same thing. Just wants to slip that bowl. Well, she's done it. Look at this. Masterfully done. Trisha's gonna do. Gonna switch over and try and come around everything. Yeah, it looks like it. I mean, she could play a jacker bowl shot on the other hand and try and push that ball out and come in. unless she thinks she sees it on this hand or she just likes it. Well, she just barely kept it in. You can see it from this angle. You can see where it is, just basically almost on the plinth. Julius is away. No real fear here. She can afford, as long as she slides past that front pole. Just got a little too close to it that time. And Tricia, I wonder if she's going to stick. Yeah, she's going to go take a look. I think she'll probably be switching hands, I think, on this head after she takes a look. All right.
So she can come up that forehand side, maybe push one of hers in, stay narrow, maybe push Julie out. She's got Jack on the ditch.
This thinking moment brought to you by Henselite. Henselite USA, the choice of champions. Thank you for your continued sponsorship of the Bulls and of this tournament, the U.S. Open. So thank you to Jim Roy Sopel and to Henselite USA. Yeah, so I think the danger, I mean, she was going backhand to come around the head and kind of get to the bull or the jack. Danger with that is if, she doesn't have the catcher on that hand. She could play the other hand and she could, I don't think she's going to get shot necessarily from, but she could get closer by pushing her two wides because Julie's got one more to come. And she could also push off that bull, so. She's had a good look at it now, so depends on which hand she likes.
Setting up for her backhand.
So she's just going to try it again, I guess. But she's had a nice good look at it, so she must feel good about it. And so you just kind of cut this corner and kind of hug those three bulls in front. Drop it on down, see if she can get to the jack or the bull. Nearly. Out to that back bull. So Julia's got one, and one more bull to come. Getting kind of another free throw situation here. Just needs to get within 2 feet, but she's got a lot to work with. She can draw to that white bull between the two stripes there, just behind. That'll probably get her a second shot. Tap on her own bull. Even a little jack movement, not a lot, just a touch on it. The only danger is if she comes across narrow and hits one of those two white bulls and knocks it all the way in. Or if she hits too much of the jack and it scores back to that ball that Tricia just delivered.
Wide and safe. 3-foot weight up.
Great weight, and she missed on the correct side, so that she didn't hear with getting any jack movement. So. Again, very well done by Julia. Great control.
Again, so often when we deal with younger bowlers that it's always bowling to the jack. And I always remind them, while that may be your primary goal, it's getting closer than their best bowl. That's all you need.
I just see it's one of the things I try and teach in my classes to students is to learn how to miss if you're going to be a skip. You don't want to miss narrow there and give the point away. You work so hard sometimes that when you have a free throw, you want to just take it or just miss it, not give points away with it. And Julia did get another one in there to get 2 more. So she's gotten ever closer to the victory here. It's up 16-5.
Meanwhile, over here on rank 6, Jordan got a 3 and a 1. Rachel just came back with 1. Still an end away for Jordan, who leads 15-10. The winner of that match will face Margita in the championship. We'll have that match this afternoon.
Yeah, looking forward to seeing that. Mare's one of the best bowlers I've ever covered. She's really, really good. Every time she plays, she's one of the favorites. Been on both, I think, the Canadian and U.S. national teams. All right, here's Julia's first, 2 points away from winning this match. A solid first pull there. Not too bad, maybe a yard, 3.5 feet behind. Still room. So room for Trisha Quan here.
She just got to win ends.
Yeah, just kind of get on a roll and just find a good distance. I mean, it may be the time to just try and change something up so you can bring the mat way up or try something different. See if you can find that magic spot. I think we'll see a pretty good adjustment from Julia. She's been in A form in this match. Yeah, another again.
Almost every second ball from Julia has been a spot-on adjustment.
It's closer. It's always closer than first. She never adjusts worse. I don't think we've seen it in this match at all. And that's just a sign that you've got good control and command. I mean, well, you know, Trisha's short, and then she makes the adjustment with her line, but doesn't add the weight. Again, it's not that Trisha's playing poorly. It's just Julia's has been masterful. And then when she gets it right, another one.
Piles on. No chance to catch her breath.
She doesn't even let her breathe. Trisha probably gonna switch over here. I think she's eyeballing it. Yeah, I think so. All right, here she comes. Just trying to get a draw. Needs to slip under her own, or got a little edge on it. Helps too. Oh man, didn't quite get it all. I got a little piece of the jack. It was in the realm of possibility. Is just kind of use that. It's again why I just like some people that like those blockers. That's some of the things that are a little dangerous. When you see a block like that, it turns into a wing ball that somebody could shoot around and shoot into the head. I've heard it affectionately called as a Canadian draw because the Canadians actually practice that. They'll do that. They'll put balls out there and practice drawing like that.
I played with Patrick Chan Laguna years ago. I'll finish after this ball.
Just wants the same thing, sliding in the pocket. Patrick Chan in the Southwest. Yeah.
Southwest, he got so many weak points. They were just criticizing the luck. He's sitting there throwing his shoulders up and goes, "Those are all playing." He did play them.
All right, Trisha needs to be up into this head. She's down one here. And she had the weight that time, just didn't get the line. So should be one more for Julia. Any end is the last end. She just needs 1 point. So it's 17-5 now, playing to 18. I think we'll see. I've seen this before from Julia at the national championships. Well, she's going to put the mat all the way up to very close to the hog line. She'll probably put the jack on the tee and try and drive it into the ditch to win the match.
Keep the jack on the green, and my other 50 cents is secure.
So phase one is get the jack down, which she's done. And then phase two, I think I'm fairly confident because I've seen her do it at the Nationals where she'll just try and drive this and see if she can hit the jack buried into the ditch under her bowl and just shake hands. saw her do this in a match where against Rebecca Wynn. There it comes.
Called it.
Yep. So she hit it.
And right next to it in the ditch, I believe.
Pretty close. So the trick is now it forces. I think she's going to get the markers and we'll see how close away it is. Harold will try and get her camera over just a hair. Okay, that was 2 hairs. There's a hair. So you can see how close she is as the bull and the jack. So that's what now Trisha Quan's got to try and draw to that. I'll keep using that view. I'll come back to the camera. Let's start here and then move to the other. She got one to the tee.
Well, in this case, is it almost best for Julia just not go anywhere near that? Not give Trisha anything to use to try and risk it?
Frankly, I've seen people try it, even Julia, but I've never seen anybody succeed in doing it, at least not when I've been broadcasting. So I think I could see you just put a bunch of blocks out or something. But again, those are wing bowls, so there is some thought to it. I just don't see how, and not close to the head, like maybe trying to draw the plinth, but very far away from the Trisha trying, but just didn't quite get it there. We saw Trisha with a nice ball earlier, but I mean, I think this one's got to be literally sitting right on the plinth in order to beat that ball of Julia's. She's already put her third one out there. Needless to say, an incredibly difficult draw for Trisha. There's got to be just right. I mean, I don't even know. It's to the point where I don't even know if you could get a ball and place it there. If I said, here, I'll let you be 2 feet away and see if you can do it. Kind of short there, as you can see. Stick with it.
2 inches from the
yeah, she's very close. I mean, the A+ goal is to have the jack actually, under the bowl. All right, well, Trisha's got her last gasp here. See if she can stay in this match. Got to get a bowl that's that far away and not go in. Pretty strong performance from Julia Gallo. Trisha was game, trying hard here.
Oh,
just gonna go in. So great match. Trisha didn't play bad, but Julia was just unstoppable in this one. So Julia Gallo win this second flight semifinal 18-5. She'll go on to the second flight final that they'll play this afternoon. Kelly, we're going to have the championship match between Mare Beath and somebody. Do you have an update?
Bull was just delivered by Jordan. Rachel has scored a 1 and a 3. It's now 15-13. They're measuring for shots, so it's either. And Rachel appears to have shots, so it's now 15 Jordan, 14 Rachel. And the winner of that match will play the winner of the match you just saw.
Okay, well, we'll be back in a little bit. Probably, I guess, let's see what time is it now. Probably in an hour or so for the Women's Singles Championship Final.
Can't wait.
Hope you've enjoyed the coverage. Thank you for the comments. Thank you for watching. For Kelly Warren, I'm Scott Roberts. We will talk to you.